Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll drop the throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Taco Charlton in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And they waste. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Left side, it's Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They're going to look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined.
play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw here. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10.
Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. Does that bring... They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they will... And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll look to throw to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone!
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to want, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Gone! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Gone.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10 to Barkley on the check down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Green 39. Gone. Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. Gone.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not?
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cowboys, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they